So people, I know you're sitting there probably thinking, okay Grace, we get that you have one hand and stuff, but let's be honest, no one really wants to have one hand. Oh, how you are wrong. I've got many reasons listed up for you. And here we go. So if you're ever in a horrible situation, someone's having a go at you, all you have to say is, can you please stop looking at my hand? And just walk off. And the situation is over. I guarantee you they will stand there looking worried, like, oh my god, I didn't look at it, I swear I didn't look at it, oh my god, what did I do? Obviously that's a little bit mean, but hey, at Halloween you will have the best costume ever. Now I'm not one of those pretty people that's like, oh, at Halloween I'm going to dress up all pretty like a Disney character, but with a bit of blood on my face. Oh no, I dress up as the mental patient biting her own arm off. I cover it in like liquid latex, blood, bite the skin off. People are genuinely scared. Yeah, can you do that? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a very lazy person, so I'll be sitting down on the sofa. Oh, Grace, can you give me a hand? Actually, I can't, because I've only got one and I don't want to give that away to just anybody. Yeah. I've got this nailed down, I've got it sorted. A fancy dress party, I will be dressed like Captain Hook. Why? Because I get to wear a hook and it actually looks like I've got a hook. So much that I went to a fancy dress party and my friend's sister came up to me and she was like, oh my god, how did you do that? How did you get rid of your hand? Not knowing that I was born with one hand. So I remove it and she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I was well pleased. I was like, yeah, it looks like I've got a hook. I'm well hard. In it blood. Ting. Fam. Like year 7, year 8 and primary school, there's a lot of like cutting out sheets for science and things. Like you had to cut out pictures, stick it in your books, and that would be most of the lesson done. Like that's all you do. I was lucky enough to have the teachers assuming that I couldn't cut and stick in these pieces of paper because I only have one hand. So I would just sit there and they'd just do it all for me. As in, there wasn't even once that they actually were like, can you do this? They just assumed I couldn't. Which I could actually be a little bit upset about. But oh my god, all I had to do was sit there while everyone else was like sticking on these pieces of paper. I'd just talk to everyone and they'd be sticking it in for me and cutting it out. Result. And then we get onto RMT and like textiles and stuff at school. Now, I loved art, but RMT and textiles wasn't really my thing. I would go in, they'd be like, oh, can you not use the sewing machine? I'm like, oh, I can, but you know, it's a little bit hard. They'd be like, oh, okay. Well, don't you worry, Grace, you just go and sit over there and go on the computer. You just go on there and sit on the computer while everyone else is using a sewing machine and melting a bit of metal and doing schoolwork because you have one hand. Do you want one hand yet? Bet you do! Now there is a downside to this situation. When I walk into a shop and I want to buy a pair of gloves, I do have to buy 2. It is upsetting. I have gone up to the lady in Topshop and said, look, is it alright if I just buy 1 glove? Because I sort of only have one hand, only have 5 fingers, don't have 2 hands, so don't really need the right hand glove. They didn't feel for me. And unfortunately, although you get all these lovely benefits of having one hand, you do have to buy 2 gloves. And you will be buying one that you won't ever wear in your life. And it is upsetting. But hey, don't you wish you had one hand like me? Boo boo! High five! Yeah! Elbows forever. Hope you like this video. Make sure you comment down below any benefits that you can think of having one hand, or any different abilities and disabilities that help you do stuff. That would be really cool. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe by clicking that button below, or clicking my face. Let's do that by clicking my face. Love you lots, Mandevs. Bye. So Amelia wasn't here filming the other side of this, so if I'm out of focus, sorry.